Hey, what's going on? It is your boy, Mr. D.R.E, and you know what time it is. It is grown and throwed off, and you know who in the building. Say what's up, boy.
Well, that boy B-Mac in the building one last time again.
One last time again. Wait, how do we do that? One last time again. So you know what that mean, right? We lie to you all the time. We ain't going nowhere. Nah, we up in the building, man. Welcome to the show. Grown and throw it off, man. What's going on with you, boy?
Man, staying busy, dog. Busy week,
busy
week for me, man. Definitely a busy week, man. I got to see some friends from back home, man.
Hey,
do some reels out there in the
and
water.
it feels so good.
So yeah, man, we did a little bit of fishing. You know what I mean? Even though I only snatched none but empty reels at the end of my line, man.
Hey,
but,
do you be trying to really snatch them things up, boy?
Man, listen, snap my line every time, man. Snap my line, bro.
Popping the line, bro.
Listen, bro.
Boy, you there was some
gangster fish out there, dog.
Boy, they were thugging.
They was thugging, and what I mean by that, but when I say, bro, they took my hook, my weight, my bait, everything but my reel.
Oh, they took it all, boy.
Hey, listen.
Held you at gunpoint, boy.
Listen.
Hey.
We had to go back home with nothing left. No weights, no hooks, no bait, no fish.
Shoot, boy.
Nothing.
Listen. Man, you know it's been a long time since I went fishing, man.
Hey, man,
a
bro.
Long time.
We got, if you want to go, bro, I'm definitely going back. And hey, and if you fish, if y'all they hear me, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get me a better rod, better reel, and I'm gonna be snatching you up out the water because they had no problem there, bro. They was jumping on everything.
Ha! You know, you snatch real quick. You see that little thing go down real quick. Ha! You know, try to snatch it up.
But didn't need no float, no little bobber or nothing, man. As soon as you threw it out there, they was jumping.
Oh, they was hitting like that.
Oh, they was hitting every.
The boy,
they was hitting like that, man.
Man, you know what was, I hadn't been fishing in a while, but you know what was the best part of fishing for me was, it was spending time with my daddy, man. That was like something my daddy used to love to do, man. And I was never really, I like fishing, don't get me wrong, but I was never really that interested in the fishing. Mm-hmm. It was just sitting there talking to my daddy.
The quality time to spend.
Yeah, man. And my daddy, boy, when I tell you he'll keep you laughing, he will keep
like
you laughing.
I'm sure.
Hey, hey, I ain't got nothing on Mr. That's all I'm saying. I ain't got nothing on Mr. On MISTA. I ain't got nothing on Mr. But man, I just remember a lot of days, man. It didn't matter where we went. It was just the fact that I got to spend time with him, got to laugh with him. We could be sitting at the look like a little spot on the dirt road, got the little cane pole out, looking at that little thing, sit there in the water for about an hour, 2 hours, ain't hitting nothing.
Ain't nothing.
But as long as I got time to spend with my dad and just talk to him, you know what I mean? It was everything for me, man.
I got you.
And so that's probably why I hadn't been fishing lately, because it was just like it's missing the key element, which is my pops, man.
Oh, well, you know,
shout out to my pops, man. Man, I love you, man. I ain't afraid to say it either. And no pause in that at all, man. I love you, bro. So no pause at all, bro. Much love, man. Hey, so listen, man. This is a big week. This is a very big week, and I know we don't normally cover sports, but it's a lot that's been going on.
That's a whole conversation.
It's a whole conversation, and we ain't got a segment for the show for sports, but I will just say this. Luka going to the Lakers. I'm liking it.
Oh, man, that was crazy.
Anthony Davis going to Dallas. I think they're going to win the championship, bro. I really do.
Dallas?
Yeah, I really do, bro. I don't even think they understood what just happened just now. When you get AD and Kyrie together, that's going to be a beast. And
they definitely got the roster to do it.
Yeah,
still got Clay over there.
Yeah,
you know,
and so it is potential that it could be the Lakers and Dallas in the conference finals, because if Luka gets healthy, it's gonna be a show. That's all I'm gonna say. If he gets healthy and he drops some of that weight,
who you think won that trade?
Who do I think won the trade, man?
Got to bet into the trade.
Man, I gotta
or the Mavs.
I gotta say the Lakers in the long run.
You think so?
Yeah. If best case scenario, if Luka does what he needs to do, because his condition has always been suspect, Lakers win the trade. But for the next 5 years, I'm probably giving it to Dallas. I'm being honest, because people sleeping on AD, boy. They act like AD a little punk or something. AD give you 30,
I don't
20, and 5 blocks with 6 assists, yo. You know, I mean, he putting up numbers.
Yeah, if he can stay on the court, we can't act like that. At the end, ain't injury prone now.
Yeah, you know. So and I'm curious to see what's going to happen to him now that he's away from LeBron. Is he going to go back to being really, really injury prone like he was in New Orleans?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll see. But if we get the AD that we saw the last lately? 2 years, with LeBron, it's gonna AD and Kyrie ain't nothing. He ain't nothing but the truth. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the magician. You know what I mean? And yeah.
So you don't think Golden State did anything with acquiring Jimmy Butler, man?
Nah.
You don't think they
that was just for namesake, man. That get your name in the paper for about a day. They ain't gonna do nothing. And honestly, I wouldn't have signed Jimmy Butler to that new contract neither. But you know,
Jimmy Butler say he want to get back to playing
2 extra years. You gonna pay him $50 million? I mean, playoff Jimmy, true, but you got to get to the playoffs. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, Golden State can get there though.
They in the play-in right now. So, I mean, well, right outside the play-in, as a matter of fact, after the loss to the Lakers last night, which that boy LeBron, Mr. Iron Man himself, what was the stat line? It was, 42, 17, and 8? Ooh.
That's crazy. Got 40
that boy, $1 million on his body a year is the rumor that he spends. If that what he doing at age 40, money well spent. And he could get another 3-year contract and still dust these 23-year-olds. It's kind of like how I do these boys at my job, man. You know,
that boy definitely is LeBron out there.
Hey, boy, be killing them, boy. Hey,
I'm trying to tell you, he runs circles around him, man. And I'm one of the people he runs circles around. I'm trying to
Let me tell you something. Them 80 babies, boy, we just built different. That's all. We just built different. That's all I'm saying. You better put some respect on my name.
Put some respect
all
on
3 of y'all. But yo, I didn't want to talk about that as far as sports. What I was going to talk about is sports, and we already at 10 minutes already. So listen, we got the Super Bowl coming up. Who are we looking at, man? Who are we looking at?
We're going to be looking at Jalen and Patrick Mahomes. Now, who we going to be looking at hold up that trophy? I got two different. I got. I'm gonna say this. I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know who's gonna win. But it's kind of hard to bet against. You know what I mean, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Like Patrick Mahomes to me is like Brady 2.0.
He is that boy.
You can't bet against him. But then again, it's like I think Philly got the better team. I really do think Philly got the better defense. I think Philly has the better offense. As far as in the trenches goes, as far as the trenches goes, I definitely think Philly. I mean, as an all-around team, but I think Philly is the better team.
Right.
I just don't think that they're going to beat Kansas City. I just think it's and honestly, if Kansas City winning this game, I think it's way big. It's way more than just football. I think this game now is way past the X's and the O's. It's a lot of money into this game now, dog. So it's like, I mean, betting going through the roof, people making tons of money on bets and stuff like that. I just think the game is too far past the X's and O's at this point.
Hey, can I say this real quick? Something that the wise man Wesley Snipes said.
Pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes, number one. Because you do not want to see Uncle Sam. He don't even come to your door no more. He just snatch it out the bank, bruh. But listen, can I just say this? Always bet on black. So we got Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes representing for the crew. You know what I mean? But so I brought this game up, you know, because I always got a reason why I bring certain things up. It goes a little deeper than that. So apparently, there is some talk going on that Mr. President Donald Trump is going to be at the game.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
And I ain't got no problem with that. You know, I'm not one that's gonna be like, oh, I don't want to see him at the game. He's gonna run. I'm not gonna watch Super Bowl because Donald Trump's at the game. That ain't me. Here's what I'm looking at though. So Travis Kelce came out and said it is going to be an honor for our president to be at the game. It's going to be a great honor for me for our president to be at the game. But here's my problem. You are dating Taylor Swift, and the president. Hold on, let me gather myself. Listen in closely, y'all. The president said to Taylor Swift, "I hate you, and I can't stand you." But Travis Kelce said, "Mr. President, it is going to be an honor and a privilege for you to be at this game. Watch me."
Yeah, watch him win his third.
But he talking crazy about your girl, man. So here's my question. First of all, do you have a problem with Travis Kelce's stance, even though he is dating Taylor Swift, who actually makes more money than him? I mean, it shouldn't matter, but it kind of do matter because, you know, if you lose your gravy train ticket, you know. But do you have a problem with that?
With his stance?
With him just kind of like praising Donald Trump, knowing that Donald Trump has talked so crazy about his woman. Yeah. Because let's be real. Look, if I hear that you got a problem with my wife, and I don't care who you is, like you can be the president, you can be anybody. If you got a problem with my wife, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's a great privilege for you to be here and watch me play, and I can't do it, bro. Like it's I can't. You messing with my lady.
Hey, but granted, now he ain't married to her.
Man, look, you might as well be, bro.
Hey, he ain't married.
But guess
to
what?
Her,
if you ain't married to her, guess what? I don't think you're gonna be married to her.
He probably don't want to be.
Man,
he might not. He might be like, man, shoot, man, President. DJ my dog, man. Okay. Bros before hoes. Boy, hey, that boy said bros before the girls, man.
Hey, it's crazy, bro. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Now, look, there is no look. I don't know a lot of people, bro, but I don't see any one of us.
Yeah, no, that ain't fly.
Putting our putting the president over our woman.
Yeah.
You know, our allegiance to our woman.
We won't put the dude down the street over our woman.
Man, listen, boy, look. But everybody seems to be bowing down to Mr. Donald Trump, man. I don't see what's going on, man. Mr. DJT, he making a lot of these. He's punking a lot of dudes, and really, that's how he got in the office. He punking a lot of dudes. I just don't understand it, bro.
Hey, man, I guess I don't know, man. Money and power, I guess.
I bet he couldn't do that to Jalen Hurts.
Nah, he probably don't even like that boy.
Yeah, he definitely wouldn't be having. I bet Lamar Jackson wouldn't have came out and said that.
Nah, but honestly, bro, I don't think he would even said that like that. He probably scared of those guys, man.
It is an honor and a privilege. And Trump, I can imagine Trump just being like, "That a boy, that's good." I don't know, y'all.
He might just be like, "Hey, man, good luck with your third championship." Oh, do I supposed to say you winning the championship this year? I'm sorry.
Because you already know they're saying it's rigged up.
We're supposed to wait till after the fourth quarter. Oh, didn't I say congratulations? Okay. I'm gonna wait till after the fourth quarter to tell you congratulations on your third championship ring.
By the way, I need you to score 2 touchdowns on today. I got some money on this game, and I put some stock up from DJT on this game. So make this happen. Hey man,
listen, and that rally.
Now that sounds funny, but I would not put it past this current administration.
Hey, no,
that's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's a lot of money getting moved this weekend on this game. I'm telling you,
Mr. Kelce, I love the work you do. I think you're an excellent athlete. Keep doing the job that you're doing. But that woman you got, don't bring her to the White House.
You got it, Mr. Trump. She'll stay in the car.
Yes, sir, Mr. Trump.
Yes, sir, Mr. Trump.
Hey, listen, we got a great show for you today. We've already went way past that, but we got a great show for you today. We got trending news coming up, and we got the continuation of the topic, what makes a man really say, I do? Listen, we'll be right back after this. Hey, what's going on? This is Church Boy from Wake Up and Manifest, and I want to give you this formal invitation to join us each and every Saturday and Wednesday, 6 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, get your morning started off right, where we laugh, talk, and learn. Join us, Wake Up and Manifest. Hope to see your face in the plates. Wake Up and Manifest. All right. We are back in the building. So we left off. Listen, we got to move on, but I do want to get your prediction. Who you got? You got Kansas City. You got the Eagles, and what do you think the score is going to be?
Oh, God, that's a tough question to answer, bro. I'm gonna give you what I want to see, but I doubt that I see it. I got Philadelphia over Kansas City. Score 34-21.
34-21. I also got Philadelphia because of one boy. That doggone Saquon is tearing it up. And he is the key because I think he can keep the ball away from Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. And I got the score 28-21.
Now, why are you saying that? This is the real reason why I feel like Kansas City is going to win. Because a lot of people is betting on Philadelphia to win.
Hey,
I'm telling you, Philadelphia their team ain't better than Vegas, in my opinion. I feel like whatever the odds is on, the opposite team is gonna win. I honestly think the odds gonna be in Philly's favor to win this game. Like I said, they got a better team. They ain't been playing well. They've been playing great all year. Patrick Mahomes they just been barely getting by.
All year.
Oh, you feel what I'm saying? So it's set up for everybody to put their money on Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, first team in NFL history, Travis Kelce and his girlfriend, Taylor Swift, the 3-time Super Bowl MVP.
We won! We won, baby!
Forget Patrick Mahomes, Taylor Swift, and Travis Kelce.
I only have 4 touchdowns thrown. I only threw 4 touchdowns.
And the MVP of the 59 Super Bowl, Taylor Swift. they ain't scored 1 touchdown. They ain't caught 1 pass, but she gonna be the player of the game as Kansas City win their first ever NFL history 3 championships back to back. That's how I think it's gonna go.
Offensive player of the game, Mr. Donald Trump. Hey, listen, look here. We got the potential for America to come out of our deficit with this game. You know, DJT play it right.
Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, but I want to see Kansas. I want to see Philadelphia to win it, man. I think so. I really do think Philadelphia got the better team and one time for that boy Jalen Carter. I mean, out of the hometown.
Hey, that's what's up. That's
you
what's
feel
up.
What I'm saying? Never met the guy, but Gray has followed his high school and college career all the way up to this point. Man, guy is he
legit.
Been like that since high school.
He legit. Yeah, that dude is a beast, boy. Hey man, we could really do a sports show right now. This is the type of year, the time of year that I like with sports. When you got the NBA really hitting, you got the NFL, you know, and then you
falling off.
You know, right?
Coming to the end of his season. This gonna be
but then we have this new, we got golf coming in and baseball. Yeah. Anyway, so in trending news, let's get to trending news. I'm not sure what to say about this. Okay, so I had originally, for those who are listening right now, I want you all to understand. I wish I had some American patriotic music playing right now. But I want you to understand that I put a lot of effort into making G.T.O work. And so I saw this article saying that the United States Postal Service was stopping all packages coming from China. And then one day later, that switched totally. So here it is. Mr. DJT signed into law or put a stop to packages from China and Hong Kong from coming into the U.S. because of tariffs. And so, the post office obliged, because they're in bed together, the government and the post office, okay? And apparently, all of a sudden, they changed their mind. Now, they didn't say why they changed their mind. Well, they did say, it was just a mistake. It was a little confusion. We all know why they changed their mind.
It just ain't gonna be able to happen.
It ain't gonna be able to happen, and it's too much stuff that come from over there.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say that. I was about to fire off, but I would just say this: there's a lot of people depending on products from China and Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So needless to say, they changed their minds with that, but they are finding a way to, he wants to implement the tariffs and everything. So they are finding other ways to make sure that the tariffs are being added. In other news, this news article actually tripped me out. So a black church in Washington, D.C. Has been given the rights to the Proud Boys name. Yeah. They've been given the Proud Boys name, the brand and everything. And it comes because of an incident that took place in 2020 where the Proud Boys pretty much vandalized the church, tore down some Black Lives Matter flags and things of that nature. So they were awarded a $2.8 million settlement and or judgment. $2.8 million. Huh?
Won't he do it?
Won't it? And so, of course, the Proud Boys have not been paying it. And so the judge says, okay, well, they now own your name. And all the money you make off your name. They own the brand. So yeah,
do it.
It's Metropolitan African Methodist Episcopal Church in Washington, D.C. They now own the rights to the Proud Boys. What you think about that, man?
Hey,
because when I saw it, I laughed so hard.
Hey, man, I hate the church. I hate the church had to go through that. I mean, I hope they really do get compensated for what they are owed.
Right.
I mean, it's funny to hear that now. Like, okay, now every time you hear the Proud Boys and things of that sort,
every time you buy a shirt,
I got it on there. It's contributing to
a black
church.
Not just a black church, a black AME church. Boy, that thing hit different, boy. That's AME, boy.
Hey, that been to the pulpit to the back door.
Boy, listen. Yeah, so it made me laugh so hard to see this group that is known for hate to have your name snatched from you and give it to the people that you hate. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Boy, won't he do it?
Yes.
Won't he do it? Won't he fight your battles? Yeah. Won't he put your enemies, make your enemies your footstool? Won't he give you joy and sorrow? Won't he give you hope for tomorrow? Won't he dry your tears? Won't he, won't he, won't he, won't he, won't he? Shout out Bishop Rudolph McKissick Jr. in Jacksonville, Florida, boy.
That boy had church in here this morning, boy. That boy about to get the spirit moving around here and all, man.
Hey,
hey,
but I'm loving it. And I do hope that they get every dime of that. Because nobody has the right to hate anybody.
Yeah.
And it's not a black thing, but let's just be honest, black people are hate on a lot. But anybody who has to deal with hate, I think they should be compensated.
Yeah.
That's just where I'm at with it. So shout out to them. And
congratulations out to them all.
Congratulations. But the Proud Boys are already speaking up saying, well, we're still going to use the name and we're not doing this. Okay. You got pardoned one time.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't going to do that again. I promise you. The backlash that will come if you got pardoned twice, I don't even think black Trump supporters would rock with that. But anyway, let's go with it. Listen. Also in news. Okay, this is my favorite story, bro.
Mm-hmm.
100,000 eggs has been stolen from the from the egg distribution
That's
spot.
a lot of omelets right there, boy.
Hey.
That's a lot of omelets, boy. That's a lot of sausage, eggs, and cheese.
I want you to understand, it has gotten to the point where we are now stealing eggs. That ought to tell you how high these prices have been.
Hey, man. Honestly, where it's going up, how I'm thinking about, boy, I need to have me a garden out back, get me some few chickens on my own.
Hey,
grow my own food, all that good stuff.
Hey,
now, boy.
We got a garden in the back. We didn't plant one in this season yet, but we normally keep a garden back there. We got bell peppers, cucumbers, collard greens, lettuce, squash, zucchini, beans. We grow it all back there.
Hey,
yeah,
and that'd be the best way to kind of go at this
yes,
point,
sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Get you some chickens. Get you a few chickens.
Okay, I don't think
about
it.
Hey, boy, you got to. Hey,
what's that thing they got now? Aquaponics, where you got the fish and you use the fish poop to grow the vegetables, and you also raise the fish at the same time. It's just
like an octopus.
Yeah,
I saw
I'm thinking about it, bro.
I saw that.
I don't normally eat fish with bone in it, but if I'm paying $45 for a piece of chicken,
I'm thinking the worst case come to worst, boy. Listen, if there ain't no more food in the store, you can go out there and buy.
Okay,
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I got my reel and rod.
Hey,
hey, I might not have no bait. We about to get some live bait out the water. You know what I mean? So we definitely have some bait.
This is just month 1 of a 4-year term. I don't know if look, I'm trying not to make this whole trending news thing about Trump because we moving on past that, but I have to acknowledge things have not been. It hasn't started the best. I'll just say it like that. But so yeah, someone stole 100,000 eggs, and this happened in Pennsylvania at a company called Pete and Jerry's or Gary's Organic Processing Facility. 100,000 eggs, and the street value is $40,000, bro.
40 bands worth of eggs.
$40,000. Because and I didn't know this until I saw the story, but they're actually Waffle House. A lot of these restaurants are doing surcharges when you order like omelets and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Man, eggs are big. It's hitting harder than weed, bro. I'm telling you, boy.
Oh.
Don't be surprised if you see a trap house with some cartons going out. Hey, I got that. You want to?
I'm surprised I don't see many chicken coops then.
Boy, the eggs getting more expensive than the chicken.
Oh man, well if that's the case, I'm in the wrong business.
Hey, I'm telling you, boy, we need to go ahead and forget all that weed, the weed company and all that stuff.
And
dispensary and all that stuff.
Hey, coop.
We need to get a chicken coop, and have them things riding.
Hey, I don't know the process of chicken laying eggs if they got to get busy or anything, but hey, boy, we put you in a tight little spot, man.
Hey, we go ahead,
man.
Get you in there.
Start pooping them eggs.
Get you pregnant or however it go.
How does that go? How does that work?
I'm not really sure, bro. I honestly.
Is it like, do they just pop out?
I don't know,
eggs,
but if we need to set the mood, bro. Look, you got a little spot in the back. We get the incense, get the nice little music.
Like, I wonder how that works, though. I have to look
put on some Jello Vert for you. Why do birds suddenly appear every time that you, and just let them go to work, man.
This man right here, bro. We gonna have to have a segment on the short time where you just do that every week.
Hey, don't play with
that boy got a song, bro. I tell you, for
I
every
got a
occasion.
song for everything. You know, next time you hear it, I'm gonna be like, rock me tonight for old time's sake.
That's that jam
Hey,
right there, though.
that used to be. Listen, I remember. Speaking of my daddy, man, my daddy can sing, bro. Man, that is Mr. Luther, bro.
If anything, bro, like I said, if anything like you, trust me.
Man, my daddy can. If I had his voice, I'd probably have 3 baby mamas. I promise you, on everything. That he a bad boy.
Well, I guess he knew who to give the voice to and who he not give it to. Man.
He sure couldn't give it to me, because boy, oh man, I'd either have 3 baby mamas or I'd be dead right now.
Oh my God.
One of the two. Hey, listen. We'll be right back after this. All right, stay tuned. This is G.T.O. Say your piece. Your haters or your enemies are not scared of the guns you own, or who you know, or what set you claim. They are scared of what you know. In other words, they don't want you to have any knowledge or wisdom, because it is the knowledge that causes you to be free. Free to grow, become a better person, grow a business, and materialize your dreams. Get the knowledge and the education that you need. Your life is waiting on you. This is Mr. D.R.E, G.T.O. Say your piece. All right, here we are. We're back, man. I'm feeling.
And that boy still singing.
Man. You know, I was about to give you one, boy. Bro, listen.
Trying to tell you, that boy
have you ever just had a moment where you just like, I've been on such a high lately, man?
Yeah,
I really have, honestly. And
man, and I could be real with you, cuz I'm usually like that, but boy, I ain't been there. I ain't been there, man.
I know.
Honestly, bro, I ain't really been in that place.
And we kind of talked about some of that stuff, you know, off the air. But man, listen, I guess I just got enough for the both of us. But man, I'm just gonna put out this public plea, you know, with my boy right now, B-Mac, man.
Hey man, I'm trying my best, dog.
First of all,
I swear.
You know I love you, man.
Yeah, man, I love you too,
You
bro.
know I love you, and it ain't, you know, it's a little touching for me, you know. But listen, I need the old B-Mac back, man. G.T.O needs the old B-Mac back, man.
They still give fire.
You know, you still giving that fire, but you know, I need you to, you need to bring that hot lava like you used to. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm trying to find myself, get back in that place that you were just talking about. I'm really trying to get myself back to that place, man.
I mean, you went from Busta Rhymes to like Rakim, you know.
Wanna jump.
You know what I mean? You know. I mean, just going off, and then now you at thinking of a master plan. You know. I mean, you know,
definitely trying to do that.
You know, you got that calm version, but you know, see, people don't see you like I see you. You know, they don't talk to you like I talk to you. You know,
for sure.
But it's a lot. It's a lot that you bring to the table. We want the old B-Mac back.
Yeah, man.
Listen,
I'm gonna bring
everybody
it back,
go back to the old episodes, and you will understand what I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you got watch the first 5.
Yeah, about 5, 6.
Yeah.
You know.
After that, it was like, man, it's a lot of it ain't got nothing to do with y'all, because we know we love y'all. We stay. Them corner boys stay on that corner trying to give y'all that straight fire. Just, you know what I mean? Life be happening. Life be
lifing.
Hey,
for everybody that love us, for everybody that love B-Mac, man, just send prayers up to him, man. You know.
Definitely appreciate you.
You know what I mean? Real talk. Just send them prayers up, man. Because everybody go through a little something, you know. You'd be surprised how much, you know, B-Mac, as well as myself, how much we go through but we are determined to make this thing work, to keep going. And so,
yeah, all I can say is it's going to be a great episode. What I'm going to do, it's going to be talked about on the show, because I definitely feel like, people could benefit from it.
Okay, that's what's up.
One way or another. I don't ever think I went through nothing, like just to go through it to be better. There's something that I'm missing or something I need to learn.
Right.
Something that I ain't catching, or I'm just in my molding process.
Could be.
It's a few different things. I definitely try to keep a positive outlook on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I never don't try to look at stuff through like a negative lens.
Right.
But I definitely know it's a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard not to not see the difference or feel the difference. So, but I know the core is still there. It's going to get back there.
It's going to get back
better than ever, and it's probably most definitely. I won't be surprised if it impact people in the process.
Hey, let me say this, and this now. Again, I have to tell you all, a lot of things that we talk about isn't planned. We have an outline, but a lot of times we freestyling up in here, and so I wouldn't expect him to say that. But let me just give everybody this message real quick. If you find yourself going through a season in your life where it just seems like things aren't working, seems like things are against you, I would challenge you not to give up or let it bring you to a place where you're just at a place where you don't want it no more, or you just always frustrated. Because here's what I've seen a lot of time in my life. This is Mr. D.R.E talking. This is what I've seen in my life. Anytime I have faced hardship in my life, whether that be out in the world, whether that be my emotions, internal things, anytime I have faced that, or there's just been a barrage of things just happening, right after that, I've had the greatest moments of my life.
Yeah, it's kind of like, the sunshine after the rain. But it makes it.
A lot of times, the things that you're going through is just a setup for where God is trying to take you.
I'm telling intentional. You, but I would say this, man. It's definitely intentional. Don't ever think that you just going through it for no reason.
Right.
I think the man upstairs gave it our responsibility after him blessing us with the experiences to go through these things. He leave the responsibility on us to figure out what it is exactly we needed to learn from it.
Yeah, it's a learning process. And not only that, sometimes you will find out that you go through that process because you get to see everything. Everything is kind of uncovered. Mm-hmm. Everything is exposed. And the things that you need to get rid of, you get rid of so that you can become that person that you are destined to become. You feel me?
That's why it's definitely intentional. It's definitely, not nothing that.
Boy, look at this boy. Won't he do it? Go ahead, boy.
It's nothing that just comes around and it's just to be in my life to be a hindrance. It's definitely something that I still have yet to figure out, to overcome, or to either be better at, or that where honestly could just be an exposure of some of my weaknesses in life. Right. That I've probably been failed to not have paid attention to. Like, all right, Brian, you kind of a little weak in this area. Mm-hmm. Let me shake you up like this, so you can now be aware that, like, okay, cool. I threw this in your life. Now it's up to me to figure, okay, well, cool. I was a little weak in that. I didn't like how I felt during this time. This is the reason why. Okay, boom. This is what I'm going to do to try to prevent something like that from happening again.
Right.
These are some of the steps I could take to better prepare myself for the future times.
Right.
Because this won't be the last time I go through things of any kind of sort. You feel what I'm saying? But I want to be able to.
Over here.
I definitely want to be able to handle them more gracefully.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and I had to let you see the true colors of this person over here. I had to get them out your life so that you didn't put too much worth or you didn't depend on them too much. I had to expose some things so that you didn't put all your trust in that instead of in me. Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, we them corner boys. and we approve this message. All right, let's get back into the show.
You know it.
Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
So let's get back into the show. Listen, we had you asked me a question, and I think it's a fair question. And it actually had me thinking, even as we're talking.
That's exactly what I wanted to do by asking.
Yeah. So the question was, when was the last time you started and completed something?
Dog, the last time, from start to finish.
From start to finish.
Sad to say, bro, I'm being 36 years old today, besides this current endeavor that I'm in. And since I'm saying current, it ain't over with yet, so this one won't technically count. I say the last thing that I actually started and completed. Oh, sad to say, dog, high school, brother.
High school?
I have to say high school. A lot of stuff after that still incomplete to this day. Sad to say. Now, my current endeavor, I'm definitely seeing this one all the way through, but you always either it's gonna be that, or is I'm on my 50 cent on stuff on that one, but it's gonna be this, or I'm gonna die trying.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it would have to be high school, dog. Start, finish, completed. You know what I mean? That would be the last time I actually started something and completed something. There was a lot of endeavors I started as an adult,
right?
Like entrepreneurship, network marketing, clothing, a whole bunch of stuff, bro. But you
was gonna do clothes, bro?
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, but that was more like, I got a real good friend of mine. So y'all check him out, man. Bay Clothing Line. Shout out my boy June. But he's doing his thing when it came down to it. But we wanted to start something together back in this was way it's crazy I'm saying this now like I'm super old, but it was like back in the day. That's crazy. Back in the day, it's like the 90s. You feel what I'm saying? That's back in the day.
But it's 2025, bro.
Bro, back in the day, it's like early 2000s, bro. You know? Feel what I'm saying? Like, bro. So it's like, back in the day. Back in the days, dog. But
$2.99 value meals back in the day, bro.
Hey, dog, man, it was the latest show. Still got a receipt from my very first date where burgers was the nickel.
Man, stop playing. A nickel?
A nickel, dog.
We talking like Popeye and Popeye cartoons,
bro. That receipt had to be from like back in the 60s or something, like, bro. For a burger for be a nickel.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
If I saw that receipt, I would cry every day, bro.
And the crazy thing about it, bro, they advertise it. Oh, the greatest burger since 1960 something. So why the price ain't the same back in 1960 something? If it's the same great burger, if this is the same great burger, you should have the same great prices.
Hey, we gonna keep the burger,
but the price is going change.
Up. All right. We don't want the money that jingles. We want the one that folds.
Yeah, but to stay on top though, it had to be back in high school, man. That I started something, finished something, and actually completed it. And man, the crazy thing about that though, like I said again, thinking about it, it's like those emotions that comes along with starting something and completing something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I haven't experienced those since then. Mm-hmm. And if you think about how much life done went by without those experiences of like, oh man, I started this, I finished it.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Going through those trials and tribulations and stuff that comes along with starting something and finishing something. So there's a lot of time that's missed on the character building when it comes down to that. 'Cause I think that kind of stuff builds a lot of character.
Right.
You know what I mean? As far as, starting something, completing it. Not quitting when it gets too hard.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So like a lot of those things you develop, well, I would think you would try to want to develop at an early age. Age I just didn't take advantage of.
Yeah. And I think when you out and you just sometimes you got so much aspirations and so many ideas, at least with me. I've had so many ideas, and honestly, and I'm not trying to sound big headed or anything like that, but good at a lot of stuff till I could not just focus on one thing. I think that was my issue, because you want to start this, you want to start this, you want to start this, and you're good at all of it, but it's like you never had the time to focus on that one thing. It's kind of like anybody who has like, they're just really good at one thing. It's not hard to focus on that one thing because that's really the only thing you're good at. When you're good at a variety of things or great at a variety of things, that's where that discipline has to come in and say, okay, I'm just gonna focus on this, but for me, I could look at getting my insurance license, things of that nature. But what I'm really looking at right now is two things. This show, G.T.O.
For
definitely,
sure.
Yeah, definitely seeing this through. I love the process. I was telling my brother when I first started the show, I said, man, I think I found the thing that I could do for the rest of my life. Like, literally do for the rest of my life. Like, I could do this and not get paid a dime. That's how much.
Like I said again, I agree with that.
And so it was like, this was it. But not only this show, but also, I think my marriage, man. My marriage has been probably, not even probably, it's hands down my greatest achievement, man. When I look at it, to understand where I came from, because your boy was your boy. You know what I mean?
I can only imagine. If y'all can see the expression on this man's face, you'll understand.
Boy, look, your boy was your boy. Hey, what I do? Hey, I locked that. But to be in it, man, and to have to the story behind how all this came about, and to see me and my wife like 15 years later, to have had to develop relationships with my daughters. I didn't get the get out of jail free card with being able to say, well, I'm your father, but I had to earn that relationship, this is my greatest achievement, man. And to see them thriving the way they do, and the love and the respect that I get, this is probably my greatest achievement.
Yeah, man. And it's those things that you was talking about in between like the seeing your children thrive, dog. The where you came from, how things going.
Yeah.
The rough times, the good times.
Right.
Like those experiences, and within accomplishing that goal. A healthy marriage, happy marriage.
Right.
Like those experiences all is what makes it so invaluable.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like you can't buy that.
You can't
buy those experiences, bro.
And there's no shortcut to it.
You feel what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
And like you can only become who you are today unless you went through those things.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So if you're the type of person, you really love yourself, dog, you can't love yourself without loving all the things that you went through, all the things that came and made who you are today.
Right.
So it's like, but again, a lot of us, me, myself included, when things get to a point, it's like, man, no, bro, heck with this, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm out.
I'm done. Bro. Like, I'm gone. I'm done. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Or, usually how I would do it, since I'm real bad with like breaking stuff off, I just kind of just let it be. I just kind of like wherever it's at that point, just, all right, bro, that's just where it's going to stay at. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I've cheated myself a lot of those experiences that you talked about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like those good times, those bad times and stuff. And I've just now here recently, I'm gonna say recently, I look back on it, about 5 years now, to where, you know what I mean, I have had those experiences on this current endeavor that I'm on currently. So like I said again, I can look back on these things like, bro, the losses, the hard times, the growths, the setbacks, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
All to accomplish, you know what I mean, something great at the end.
Yeah.
So, you know, when that time does come, pause, it know it's going to be a great day.
Right. Hey, yo, I'm sorry. I was just, look, this is my boy. That's all I'm going to say. This is my boy. Hey, listen, we going to come right back with the main GTO topic of the day, okay? Stay tuned. All right, we are back. Man, this has been one of them episodes, man.
It's been a unique one, bro.
It's been a unique one.
Bro. It ain't like the usual.
It's not the usual. This
it
feels
don't feel
like
the usual GTO today.
This feels like some black Dr. Phil mixed with some BET Plus. You know, we got Dr. Phil and Tyler Perry with a little bit of Brian Gumble in here.
A little bit of own.
Hey, exactly. Got a little bit of own. You know, you get a car. You get a car. You get a car. You know, we just been doing a little bit of everything today, man.
A little bit of everything.
But hey, it's been a good episode, man. Hope that you all are enjoying the episode. You know, I gotta be. I'm still trying to work these lips out, boy. It's you know, I got these thick lips, and sometimes my words get tripped up because these lips don't want to form right. You know, it take a little extra jaw movement to get these. Yo, we just tripping. But anyway, we're gonna get into the topic. So the topic of today is a run it back topic. We was talking about on last week. We was talking about what makes a man say I do. Man. And we cleared a lot of things last week. We talked about a lot of things last week. And we was talking about the love factor, which you said that corny mess, you know. It's gotta be love. And I was like, well,
yeah, man.
Tell me what the love is. And you know, we kind of expounded a little bit, but it seemed a little like we had unfinished business.
Incomplete.
So we gonna get back into it. So as customary, you know how we do. B-Mac, take it away.
Take it away, I shall. Definitely want to come back on this one, dog.
You've been itching. You was like, no, we gonna talk about this amount.
Yeah, man, because it. And again, we was talking off the mic, but I was going back over listening to the episode, and it was just like so many other things was coming to me. Pause. But it was things I was just thinking of that I'm like, man, I wish I would have covered that then, or oh man, I could have said this at that time. So, and then again, I know you were saying like, man, y'all gave me a little corny love thing, so I definitely want to need that do over to expand on that.
You know, you was talking about you gotta be able to give me some kids, give me a family. You know?
Yeah, I'm looking for. But that's a necessity because, like, honestly, that's a necessity. But you know, that was a previous episode, and I still stand on that. Like I still stand on that. Like that hasn't changed at all. But there was definitely some other things I definitely wanted to cover when it came down to that. To you know what I mean, what making the man say I do. And like I said, when I was thinking about it, just I started thinking about it. Listen to the episode, but it was just like, I mean, other previous conversations came about and things of that sort, and had me thinking on the lines of like, okay, when a man is about to say I do, or done made a decision to say I do. You know, like, I don't think that man and women, I mean, I don't want to disrespect anybody. You know,
Man, say what you need to say, man. Don't worry about them people out there.
But
we got Trump as president. Ain't nobody sensitive no more.
But
for real, we say whatever we want now. Please, you might hear the N word today. I'm just telling you. But go ahead. Oh boy. Can you tell that I'm just ready on the day? I'm ready for whatever today, bro. We can go.
Hey. But when it comes down to like what's being considered when a man getting ready to say I do.
Right.
The responsibilities, you know what I mean, the things that's really attached to, I mean, I do.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like what comes along with it. Like, I started thinking about like, bro, like really what is it outside of, you know, having a companion and a helpmate that a man really do get benefit. I mean, whatever word that could be used there. I know benefits probably not a word some people would use, but honestly, it's a benefit.
I would, yeah.
Benefit does fit. I mean, how does a man really benefit for saying that? Like saying like I do.
Right.
Like what are the things besides having to help me, companion, that a man benefits from? For saying I do. And like I said, having conversations about it, man. I even asked a few people that like that list isn't really long of things that men get. I like to say again, outside of having to help me,
right, and
having a companion,
right,
like the list isn't too much longer after that. For a lot of people. Now I'm not saying for everybody,
right,
but for a lot of people, the list really isn't that long after that. So what I meant by love is the supplement for after that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like if I know I'm only getting to help me in companionship
and a family,
and I'm still saying I do. Right? I have to love you, bro. Like I have to love what you come with. I have to love, I mean, the things that you do and you don't do. You feel what I'm saying? When I say, when you say you love a person, I mean, you're not just saying you love, I mean, what that person may look like at this current time.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because that changes. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And do it change? Boy, it change. Lord.
But we black, bro. We know we don't crack. It don't change too much.
We don't crack, but they do drop, though. I'm just telling you. Men and women, by the way. It do drop. And some shrink. But, yeah, it do change, though. I'm just being honest, man.
Oh, man, I can't keep it together.
We gonna go.
Okay. But, yeah, so, but, like, that's what, I mean, I'm using, in a sense, I'm using kind of like love, it'll replace for all of the other things that they lack their baby of.
Right. So love covers the things that you may not have,
because it's uniquely different for everybody.
Right.
You know, like I may love the way my lady may cook for me. Some people may love just how they lady may, you know, scratch their head or something. Or I mean, it's different per person. Well, per man anyway, since the conversation is going to make a man say, I do.
Right.
So it's when you start looking at the benefits of it, and then you also add in the fact to say, okay, there's a contract that's attached to it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? To saying I do. And that contract doesn't benefit the man per se.
Now, when we talking about contract, what are we talking about?
The marriage license.
The marriage license. Okay.
Yeah, that's the contract. Isn't that a contract? I'm not married.
Yeah.
But I'm told that.
I mean, that's
you have to sign
A marriage license, yeah. But I just wanted to make sure we establish what kind of contract we're talking about, because some may think
of a prenup or something.
We're talking about when we talk about like a spiritual contract. You know, you make your vows to God. You know, but you're just talking about marriage license in general. Okay.
Yeah, because honestly, if it was more so that, in my opinion, there really won't be no need for that paper. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
In my opinion, like if it was more so the contract of me saying me between this person, we loving each other and things of that sort. But I mean, the legal contract of saying I do,
right?
You know, is another thing that I feel like, you know, isn't talked about enough, or the reason why a lot of men are now not saying I do.
They're not. Yeah, well, they saying I do, but they not signing I do.
You feel them?
Yeah,
they saying I do, but they ain't signing I do.
I ain't signing that.
So, I mean, again,
50-50. No, we not doing 50-50.
They ain't doing 50-50.
Nah, or 64, none of that.
They want 100 0.
Yeah, 100 0. I'm taking all my stuff back with me. But you do, you do raise the question. I mean,
it's just like
that's a good question.
It's like, so for a guy to do it, for a guy to look at all of these things,
right,
and be like, because like honestly, like I said, you look at that marriage license and stuff like that, it doesn't. God forbid, hypothetically speaking here, G.T.O blows up, Go Worldwide Network goes off, takes off, whatever. I mean,
right.
He does his thing, right? You, and I'm not saying your current wife, they just make up a person, because I mean your wife is the first person and she loves you. She ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
But hypothetically speaking, you marry a woman, right? Y'all get married. All throughout your ups and downs, the trials, the long nights, the strong nights. Nobody was there but you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And whatever it is that you may have built.
Right.
It's now like 50% garnished to not all of it being garnished if a person chooses to leave you.
For a lot of people.
For a lot of people.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, again, like, well, if you know that contract is like set up like that, well, the marriage license is pretty much set up like that. That's
right.
And I use a contract to say, to put it in the lines of saying, well, if
the
you
legal
knew,
term.
Yeah, if you knew this was what you were signing up for, would you sign it? Like, if you knew, like, okay, cool, you know, this deal is for pretty much the lady.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This piece of paper. I'm talking about the spiritual connection,
right?
The spiritual contract between two individuals. I'm talking about the one that Uncle Sam them give you that you got to sign. It's saying pretty much, hey, everything going to This contract doesn't. The contract. This is gonna keep it real. The contract don't benefit men. It just doesn't.
Not usually. Nope.
I mean,
there are rare instances that it do benefit men because
rare
instances. But let's be real. Since we in the Donald Trump era, we can really be real. Let's be honest. Most times, it is the man that usually carries the bulk of the weight in a marriage as far as financial. So when the divorce happens, you know, he usually ends up losing a lot
more than he came in the relationship with.
Yeah, absolutely. And then and so that's why I say in most instances it's the man that loses a lot. You know, there have been instances, you know, I can think of Mary J. Blige right off the top, who made so much more money than her husband that she had to actually give him money.
I think Gladys was another one.
Did she get divorced from young dude?
I think
Gladys Knight.
I think Gladys.
Well, yeah.
One of her marriages, I believe.
Right. So there are rare instances, but we're talking about in general. You know.
Yeah. In most cases.
In most cases,
it's going to be the guy that really takes on that that financial burden.
Right.
And typically it's the women who initiate in the divorce.
Yeah, that's facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's
like
facts.
statistically proven, there's
That's
80% of women that initiates the divorce.
Right.
So again,
So
like,
isn't it funny?
so
Man,
when
I
you
ain't mean to
start-
cut you off.
So when you start thinking about it, and you really be like, well, dang, what really do make a man say I do?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny that most times it's the woman that initiates the marriage. And it's also the woman that initiates the divorce. I mean, yes, the guy got down on the knee and say, "Will you marry
But he
me?"
did it to make her happy.
He did to make her
it's
happy.
for-
There was some signs like, look, if you don't say I do in a little bit, it's gonna be a
There's a
problem.
lot of guys out here marrying women. This is not to say that they don't love these women or care about
No.
these women.
Absolutely.
What I'm saying is, when it comes down to signing that deal, signing that paper, it's not that the man do not love you or don't want to be with you.
He's just
It
putting
just
up more collateral.
it's just like it's just not a smart business deal. Like the business deal is so, and honestly, it's the legal contract that makes it more of a business to me.
Yeah.
That marriage license at that point, this is now
Right.
more of a business than it is a marriage.
It's an NBA contract.
Man, listen, that don't benefit the player that's signing.
Boy, it is an
You talking about
the agent get everything,
You
but
trying to think about signing a contract that's worth your whole life.
right.
That's worth your whole life. Just keep this in mind now. You about to sign a contract that's worth your whole life.
Right.
That's only paid out to everybody but the player.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is why I'm definitely I would not. It has to be a spiritual connection. Otherwise, it's
And for that reason, like I said again, I keep my reason as to why Brian would say I do small. You feel what I'm saying? Of course, wanting to have a connection. I mean, I don't prejudice in having no children with anybody I don't have a connection with. If I don't have no children with somebody I don't have a connection with, that means I'm not married to somebody I don't have a connection with.
Mhm.
So all of those things kind of play into each other when I say, oh my goodness.
But it's a crazy deal, and I just want women to think about this for a minute. So we're talking about what makes a man say I do. Let's just think about this. A man signs the marriage license. He signs a contract, and he says I do. So now, like we said, typically the man's gonna make more. He's
gonna lose more.
He's bound to take care of you. He's contrary to what women think, you are not the sole creator of life.
You're the sole carrier of
You're
life.
the carrier of life, but you're not the creator. So because it's amazing how women they take on this attitude of, oh, I gave you 4 kids. No, you didn't give me anything. We made that together.
We made 4 children.
We made 4 children, So when you look at all that, so then when the happiness is gone and you decide to leave, just think about what the man has to give up. Oh, and by the way, while y'all together, so he's carrying the financial burden usually. He's carrying the financial burden of the kids. He's also being the protector of the house, which means he's putting his life on the line every day. If there is an issue, he has to solve it, as far as an intruder or anything like that. It's a lot of weight to carry as the head, and the man should carry the weight. I have no problem with that. I have absolutely no problem with that.
For it.
We was built for that. We built for that. But then, so when it goes bye-bye, when you decide you're not in love anymore, or I'm not the one you want today, so now I got to give you half, well, more than half of the empire.
Mhm.
That's number one. I gotta take care of the kids. Got to give you alimony till you find another person
Mhm.
to marry. I mean,
And that's gonna be immediately, and he probably ain't gonna marry you.
right? And you probably gonna. Well, there are some that will say, "No, we don't need to get married because my other husband taking care of me."
Yeah, it's gonna be it's beneficial
It's
for her
ruthless
not to.
like that. I mean, it is ruthless like that.
Right.
So what makes a man say I do? So when B-Mac says it's love, it really has to be love. It really has to be. So when you say your man don't, for every woman out there who says, "Well, my man really don't love me," I think you need to put into context everything that a man really, really gives and then gives up
For you.
for you,
For you.
all for you.
You feel what I'm saying? And you just named like 5-6 different things a woman would receive from marrying a man.
And I wasn't even done yet, but we can just stop right there.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that was just quick, like a quick 5.
Yeah.
Like right off the top
Ain't
of your
nothing I
head.
had to think about
You
because
get-
I'm in it. I know it, bruh.
So you could get 5 different things a woman gonna get from saying I do to a man.
Mhm.
But you could probably you ain't gonna be able to come up with half of those 5 for what a man would get for marrying a woman. Give me 5, quick, like.
Trust.
Like, bro, like, so it's at the end of the day, so that's why I want to come back and have a part 2 on this, because like I want to bring the awareness of when I say, bro, a man got to love you, bro, because there is nothing too much more after. You feel what I'm saying? After that
Trusting kids. I mean, that's the only
Like,
things I can think of.
bro,
But we did the kids together.
So that's more of, and that's more of me when I'm like, bro, like, cool. A woman that
That's a
wants to be a
partnership.
family.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Not just make kids, but she wants to be a mother.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? She wants to be a mother. She wants to be nurturing. She
Right.
wants to do these things.
Right.
Not that she feels like is a job or a chore to have children, or
Right.
I mean some kind another responsibility she really don't want to do. Because if that's the case, we don't have to have kids. You don't have to have those kind of responsibilities if you don't
Right.
want them.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying?
And I think when we look at the women's side, and anybody that hears this podcast and you're a woman and you disagree, please tell me where we're missing that. But what I will say,
So we need K here. Bro.
K Love would have been perfect for
So
this.
we need K here.
But because one thing I will say about K Love, she don't twist words. She don't go for one. She's not Republican or Democrat. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's just gonna tell you what it is. But what I will say is this: I believe, and I'm just basing this on my life,
Mhm.
on my relationship. One failed, one didn't. I believe that the benefits that a woman brings to the table is less physical, and like you said, it's more on the emotional, intangible side.
Mhm.
And let me explain or give you some things on that. So, like I was saying on last week, I love my wife to death, and if anybody was to ever try to hurt that woman,
Prepare to fight for your life.
they're gonna have to kill me. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Be prepared to fight for your life.
Right. So, but what she brings to me was like I was saying last week, I trust her.
Mm-hmm.
And I trust her not just with my money, although I can do that. I can leave $1,000 on the table, leave my credit cards out. I ain't got to worry about her running to the store or snatching some things up and then be like, I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I also trust her with my masculinity, with my feelings. I can be vulnerable with her.
Yeah.
So trust is number one for me. I think a good woman also brings that support factor. Because I
Being a good help means
Yeah.
a good supporter.
Yeah, and I used to give this illustration a lot of times when I would talk to men, or might be doing ministry or something like that. I would always give the illustration of a man trying to lift a whole couch by himself. Most men cannot lift a whole couch by themselves, so they need someone who is strong, as strong as them, or stronger, to help them lift the couch. Well, in my wife, I find someone who is just as strong as I am, and quite honestly, may be stronger in some areas.
No, she's
than I
definitely stronger than you.
In some right. So having that support, maybe she can't help me as much in the financial arena, the materialistic arena, but her support in those intangibles is what makes her so valuable to me. I have no qualms saying that I would not be half the man that I am, and I mean this very sincerely. I wish we was on video right now so people could see she's not standing over me or have a gun to my head or anything. But I would not be half the man that I am if it was not for that woman. I would not have some of the aspirations that I have if it was not for that woman. I think women, a good woman, brings those intangibles, the trust, the support. She helps you kind of focus on your dreams. Whether she says, hey, whether she points you to, hey, you might want to do this, you're good at this, or the fact that you love her so much that it puts you in another mind space of, okay, I gotta get this done.
Yeah,
because that's what happened to me in a lot of areas. I was just like, I love this woman so much, I gotta get this done. What is it that we're trying to do? And so because of her, I am who I am.
For me, it's kind of like, what do I want to, what it is that I want to create in the man who I really want to be. If I'm blessed with those, blessed with the wife at a time and children,
right,
it's the man that I see myself to be, and that I want to be, the kind of dad I would want to be, the kind of father I want to be. That kind of drive me in that same way,
right,
and your wife do for you.
So,
right. Just currently speaking, because simply because I don't have a wife.
Right.
To do those things.
You got a boo though.
Oh yeah.
You got a boo who's
supermodel, supermodel.
Hey, if she was a love song, we would be saying she's climbing up the charts.
Hey, man, she number one right now.
She been
boy,
number
one.
Talking that pimp stuff right now, boy.
She been number one on these charts going on about 2 years now. That guy
2 years strong. Ain't came down yet.
2 years now, child.
Sitting here breaking records.
Hey, man, she going for Prince record and Drake record on top of these charts, right?
Tune in next time to Love Me Long Time. But no, I think that's what it is. So I really believe in order, for a woman to bring, let's just say for it to be a true partnership, they have to bring that intangible. Now, again, you're gonna have I promise you, because this happens all the time, you will have a woman that listens to this and says, oh, but I'm the breadwinner in the house and I do everything. Okay, that's you. And why are you the breadwinner in the house is a question that you need to ask. And maybe you the breadwinner in the house because you married a sorry dude to begin with, but that ain't none of my business.
Matter of fact, that's true that you said that. Listen, I forgot this female comedian, dog, but she was just on the Shannon Sharp show. I forget.
Oh, Cheryl Underwood.
Yes,
that's my girl. Hey, if you have not seen that episode,
listen. Now,
Club Shay Shay, Cheryl Underwood.
Hey, Cheryl Underwood, Club Shay Shay. She was speaking on exactly what you were just saying about the woman being the breadwinner. And she was just, Shannon had asked her a question. She was like, well, how does it feel? Is it a problem? Are you okay or somewhere in those lines of what being the breadwinner.
Being the breadwinner.
And it comes to, her response was, "But I'm not the breadwinner in our household."
Right.
He was like, he's like, no, it don't have nothing to do with the money. But I mean, as him being the head of the household,
right,
he's the breadwinner.
Right.
Now, I mean, I make sure that my money goes to him to make sure that he's handling things that needs to be handled.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because he's the head of the household.
She understands structure.
So she was saying she's never the breadwinner.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's
and
like,
I'm sure there was a lot of women
that
who
was
got
like,
mad at that.
Yeah, well, what?
But she said, and for you listen, check out Club Shay Shay, Cheryl Underwood. It came out about 2 weeks ago.
Probably,
but
more recent than that.
She said, I'm a paraphrase what she said. She said so Shannon Sharp asked her, how does it feel to be the breadwinner? She says, I'm not the breadwinner. She says, it has nothing to do with how much you make. He's the head, and I will support him as the head. He said, she said, because what happens if I lose my job? I'm still dependent on him to be the head and figure things out for us. You know? And so that's how a lot of women should look at it, but they look at a dollar amount and figure.
But when it comes down to the women typically who say, "Oh well, I'm the breadwinner" and all that stuff, like, lady, my dear, you want to play in the man's realm, like.
Well, I felt something just now, boy.
Like you playing the man's game when it comes down to that. When you run it out, oh, I'm the breadwinner and all this stuff. So what you want to call the shots, do everything too. You want to unplug the toilet. You want to go cut the grass. You want to stop somebody coming in here from killing me too. Like, so what you mean?
If you want the head, be the head then.
Like,
all the way though.
All the way. Just because you make the little bit of bread, you think, I mean, you the head. But that's why, like, at the end of the day, I mean, money don't make a man real, and money don't make a woman a man. It's just, that's just what it is.
Hey, I'm gonna do like Ocho Cinco. Boy, I need to write that down. Say that again. Money don't make a man real, and money don't make a woman a man. Hey, y'all hit. Listen. Keep that in your memory bank. Don't be surprised if you see that on the shirt or somewhere. That's facts.
For real though, because I mean, if people get money and get it misconstrued. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I say, when
not like that. I wish I would have thought of that.
When dudes get money now, they think they real. They think they got the word in the palm of their hands. You could be a sucker with money.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? And just because y'all ladies out here, y'all make a little money,
no
y'all ain't
king
no
you
man.
Making money.
You ain't no boss.
You ain't no boss. You be the court jester and have money, bro.
Honestly, like, and honestly, people can hate me for this, but this is just what it is. This is the reason why I wouldn't have voted for Camilla, just because there's men that just not going to respect her as a woman in a man's game. Like, they're just not going to respect her for some reason.
And that's true. And the only
Simply
thing I would say
she's a woman, not because she's not.
She's qualified.
And she's not saying she's not qualified. Not
absolutely
saying that she can't
qualified.
do the job.
She can do the job.
It has nothing to do with her job.
But there are some men
that's just gonna be like, nope, we don't believe in women being in power. We don't believe in women being here. We don't believe in women calling shots, because that's what we don't believe over here.
Right. And let me just add this. I voted for Kamala. We'll vote for her again. But here, and B-Mac, you bring up a good point. There are some men that are just not going to listen. Right. Here's what I would hope, though, that there would be enough men in an authoritative position that would demand respect for her. Because, again, to me, that's what being a man is all about. Being a man is protecting what you got to protect, doing what you got to do, at all costs. Because, again, it doesn't matter who you are. And we kind of touched on this with the whole Travis Kelce thing. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter who you are. You're not going to disrespect my wife at all. You will respect her. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, either you putting me in the grave or I'm putting you in the grave. Simple as that. So I would have hoped that when if Kamala Harris would have won the presidency, that there would have been enough men to stand up and be men with open minds who are not afraid to say, no, we're going to respect this woman because she is the best spot for the house. Mm. Now, there
That would be great if that was to happen.
You know, we know everybody's not going to agree.
It would put it like this. It would be needed. Like you say,
it would be needed.
It would have to be. It would kind of, and I know y'all, some ladies out here that watch TV and stuff like that. I used to watch All the Queen's Men. You feel what I'm saying?
I've heard of the show. I've never seen it, but I heard it's a crazy show, bro.
Crazy show, bro. It's a crazy show, dog. But anyway, it's just pretty much a madam with all these male gigolos. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I thought about it in the sense of like, okay, yeah, but like these guys ran her business for her.
Right.
Any kind of thing she need to get done, any kind of business, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Boom, you got these dudes to handle that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You, in a sense, kind of a figurehead, but I mean, because all the work is getting done by the men. But you hold the respect, the power, and stuff like that.
Right.
But I kind of seen it in the sense of like, okay, cool, like these men respect her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They made sure that, I mean, the things that she needed to get done, want to get done, got done in a timely manner.
Right.
She would have needed a team like that.
Right.
In a sense.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, could a team like that be assembled? Hey, I would love to see it. I definitely would love to see it.
It would have been interesting, but one thing I will say, and I'm gonna keep saying this, you got to be careful what you ask for. And we're not gonna get off topic, but you know, since we talked about Kamala and the whole situation, because that honestly, that's what it came down to in a lot of regards. There just wasn't a lot of people who thought, you know, she would be a good pick, not because she wasn't qualified but she was not going to have the support. I will say this though, got a lot of people sitting here crying now because you regret for who you voted for. That's all I'm gonna say. And if you think I'm playing, it's a lot of people who were MAGA stars that are now on social media crying, literally wishing they didn't do it. But anyway, so what makes a man say I do? You know, we've been covering a lot. Here's one thing I want to kind of put in the atmosphere, because we are, as always, we always run close to time. Because once we get going, we get going. We
be rapping, bro. We be rapping.
Here's one thing I want to say. And what makes a man say I do? This thing in particular really doesn't have anything to do with the woman per se, or anything she has done or can do, I would say. But I think what makes a man say I do sometimes is legacy. Like, you want to be remembered. And you know, this goes beyond, I understand we was talking about having a family and everything, but it goes deeper than that. You want to have a legacy. Like, when people hear your name, you know, they see the, you know, they see your kids, they see you know, it's just that legacy that this is what I accomplished.
But the key in that, what you're saying is the man wants it. Like, the man he wants the legacy. He wants the family. A lot of guys out here, they don't.
Yeah,
they want to act like it.
I agree with that, but we're just saying, I'm just giving you another reason as to why some men get married. It's because they want to build a legacy,
and that's my answer to that. Honestly, what make men say I do? Because they really want it to. Like they wanted to be a husband. Like they wanted to be married, or they wanted to make this woman happen. I mean, it's a want. For me, it would be more because honestly, I just think us men, we are wired to, want to handle responsibilities. Like, we're problem solvers.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Right. So, like, when it comes down to, like, you know, raising a family, being a husband, things of that sort, I think we was built, wired, and designed to want those responsibilities, to take care of those responsibilities.
We are built or we're wired to be builders. That's just what it is.
Yeah, honestly, that was one of the 5 things Dr. Miles Monroe said. Matter of fact, we might need to have a conversation about that.
Mm-hmm.
He covered the 5 things a man needs before a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and being a creator, a cultivator was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we just built to. But you have a lot of men out here, like they get married because of legacy. When I leave, what will my legacy be? It's not so much that I want the woman to be happy, but what is my legacy going to be? For instance, when I look at my life, I am a stepfather for those that don't know. But if I were to drop dead today, my legacy is intact. You feel what I'm saying? It's not even, and it's not so much my wife, but my legacy is intact with the kids. My legacy is intact with, or is becoming of one with G.T.O. Just
your
different
fans,
things, man. It's just
the
things.
people who care about me, man.
Yeah, like I thought about, like, if I was to go today, like, and the thing about fulfilling legacy, it's not that you need 1 million people or 100,000 or 10,000 or what. It's just you need just a few people that you have really, really invested in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I always ask people, and I'm real big on dudes. I give dudes a lot of responsibility. I don't want to hear about your problems. I don't want to hear about none of that stuff unless you're trying to do something. I want to hear about what you're trying to do. I'm tired of hearing you complain about everything. What are you trying to do though?
Yeah.
So when I talk to dudes, I'm like, okay, well, if you leave today, who's gonna be affected? Did you leave any investment in it with anybody? So when it comes to my kids, and I hate this word, but I just use it just this one time. My stepkids. If I leave today, my legacy is intact because I affected them. I mean, really affected them. I put my mark on them. They're not just my daughters. I really affected them. You can talk to them, and you hear me. You feel me? You can talk to my son-in-law, and you hear me. And it's not me trying to, as they say, I think they still say this, I'm not trying to son anybody, you know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is I've invested so much time into me and his relationship, and we've chopped it up and talked about ideas and things of that nature, till we think alike, we talk alike, that's my investment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even now at where we currently are employed, there's people that, have attached themselves to me in a way I didn't think was going to happen. I didn't ask for it. I didn't see it coming, but
it ain't about you, it's in you.
It's right. But and see, the thing with me is I don't ever want you being around me to be empty. I don't want you to walk away empty. If you're around me for 15 minutes, I want to put something in you that's going to last you 15 years. That's why I'm at with mine. You know what I mean? So, and so with that being said, I think a lot of men, well, not a lot, but some men say I do because they're trying to leave that legacy. They understand I'm a man. I have certain skills. I have certain ideas. I have a destiny that I need to fulfill, and so I leave it with you.
I really want to know what women think why men say I do. we need to get a part of this podcast where we can kind of get some feedback. I really want to know.
We really need to.
Like,
I'm curious too.
Like, I want to know, like, honestly, like, ladies, like, please, if you got a little time and you made it to this part of the show, write down what is it that you think that make men say I do.
Right.
Like, I want to know, like, what do y'all think that men consider? Like, what are men consider points? Oh, well, he has this, he has that, or like,
you think we just looking at the butt?
you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's because y'all think it's because y'all got a BBL, you think it's because y'all pretty in the face. Like, what is it that goes on in y'all mind that really thinks that makes a man say I do? I'm curious about that.
I
That's why we need Kay Love here, bro. She could at least give us some kind of insight on that.
But we not married for no candy, bro.
Not when the grocery store got a lot of them.
But listen, I'm not giving up the whole pantry to get some candy. You see what I'm saying? Hey, listen, this has been one of them joints, man. This been one of them joints,
back, bro. I just had to bring it back, but we had to run that back one more time because I knew it was a great conversation. There was a lot of left still on the table, so
yeah,
had to run that one back.
Yeah. So let us know what you think, ladies and men. If you want to chime in too, and let us know why you said I do, or why you're thinking about saying I do, what it would take for you to say I do. Hey, hit us up. All right. This is Grown and Throwed Off. We'll be right back after this. Now it's time to say goodbye to all my little friends. Hey, this has been get that boy a record deal right now. This has definitely been an episode to remember.
A record deal right now.
Y'all ain't gonna give me no record deal. You wanna know why?
Why?
Cause you scared of me.
But we can't be scared of you, boy. You got the same. You the same, brother.
This has been the episode, and man, how you feeling about this episode, man?
Man, I feel good, man. I feel good. I just only thing, if I could have one thing different, bro, I would just love to get some feedback, bro.
Hey, man, we need it.
I just love to get some feedback, man. At this point, 'cause I think it'll give us a chance to really kind of like communicate with our listeners, bro.
Yeah,
I really want to see how.
I'm curious.
I'm curious just to hear how they think, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely curious.
Like, I really want to know, especially on a show like today. You know what I mean? I want, like, why do y'all think dudes get married? Why do you think guys starting to say they don't want to get married?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Because that is trending.
Yeah, dog. Like, that number is steady growing.
Steady growing.
More and more men are choosing not to get married.
And quite honestly, man, you got a lot of women who are choosing the same thing. And you know, I think it really just comes down to we have forgotten our roles, man.
But man,
that's just what it is.
The naturals role we was given. I mean, natural roles that we don't even got to think about. It's in our DNA.
It's in our DNA, and that is another subject for another day. But listen, I want to thank everybody for joining us on today, and we're going to let me leave you with this. I saw this quote from, I believe it was Alpha Mindset, and it said something like this: if you can wake up 7 a.m. to go to work for somebody else, you can wake up at 5 a.m. and go to work for yourself. And that is such a true statement. The moral of the story of with that is, this is your time. This is your time. Everybody says they want more. Everybody says that they need someone to respect them, and you know, you have all these aspirations and everything. Well, take the time to go get it. That's what it comes down to. See, we can't keep having the excuse of, oh, I don't have time. Well, make the time. You know, I don't have this. Well, make, you know, do whatever you got to do to make your dreams pop. You know what I mean?
Message. But exactly. You know what I mean? Because we can't create time. You can't create an extra second. You can't create an extra minute or an hour. what you do is you prioritize the 24 hours that we're all blessed enough to see.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But again, be more truthful and real with yourself. Stop saying, "Oh, well, I can't." Just say you don't want to.
Just say you don't got it in.
Just say you don't got it. Hey, man, I don't got that dog.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
But I will say this though, and this is something for you all to think about. Why do you give another person so much of your precious commodity and you don't give it to yourself? Could it be that you don't respect or love yourself enough?
I think the value is low when it comes down to it.
Absolutely.
I could definitely agree that the value being low. And I think a guy I listened to by the name of Jim Rohn, he was saying, all the things that we're given for free are the most valuable things.
Mm-hmm.
But the things that we have to pay for, I mean, we create the value for those things that we spend our money and stuff for. He's like, most people are Les Brown said something in the lines of this is like, people don't take the time to nurture their dreams, their things that they want to accomplish, because we was given this body for free. We was given our minds for free.
Right.
He said, but if we would have had to pay for the minds that we have right now and the bodies that we would take care of it a lot different. But since it's because it was for free, we just simply don't value it. All the things that we get for free, all the things that's usually cheap or didn't have to work for or anything like that, we just don't give it the kind of value that we would give something we had to spend so much of our time for, so much of our resources for.
So the moral of the story is, love yourself, value yourself, make your dreams happen. All right. Message. Hey, this has been another episode of G.T.O. We love you. Enjoy us. Subscribe us. Peace.